All right, welcome to our channel. Today I'm going to be discussing your Housing Authority's administrative plan and how you can get a copy for yourself. These are the rules and policies that every housing authority must follow when dealing with housing Section 8, federal housing, and many other policies and procedures that go along with this. So before we get started, my name is Jay. I am the owner of Section8Consulting.com, and today I'd like to present how to get that administrative plan, how to actually understand it and be able to utilize it in such a way to help you with your case. So what I'm going to do real quick, guys, is I'm going to go ahead and switch screens, put up a little company information. So as you can see, I'm going to move myself up to the right. And if you take a look at our screen here, now you can see our phone number, our web address, as well as email. And I am the owner of Section 8 Consulting. And for many that don't know, that I worked at the federal level for nearly 26 years, consulting and helping people navigate through the system. I'm going to bring in some notes, guys, that'll help us along here. Keep in mind, these notes will be in the description as well as the comment section. They're to help those of you that have learning disabilities or others that may need to go back through and figure out different rules and policies. So Section 8 Administrative Plan is the Housing Authority's official written policy manual for operating the Housing Choice Voucher program. HUD sets these rules, but housing authorities must use their administrative plan to state in local policies that they are permitted to require or establish. Okay, so keep in mind that federal rules are one thing, but every housing authority operates a little bit differently. They submit a plan for these rules, and so that means that nearly every housing authority in America has different policies and procedures. So you can look under Title 24, 982.54, and you can look at the plan guidance for the administrative plan. There are some notes to this which must be formally adopted by the Housing Authority's board and authorized officials, must be available for public review, including revisions, must be followed by the Housing Authority when it's administering its voucher program, and must comply with HUD regulations and requirements. So what is usually the plan? The exact plan does vary by housing authority, but it commonly covers the following: waiting list preferences, removals, closures, reopenings, voucher issuance, expiration dates, extension requests, family definitions, household members, living aids, subsidy standards, bedroom size and policies, payment standards, rent reasonableness, income reporting, interim changes, recertifications, inspections, housing quality inspection enforcement, moves, portability, limit on moves, informal reviews for applicants, and informal hearing for participants. It also covers terminations, debts owed, debts owed at least to the agency or public housing authority, criminal activity policies and procedures, reasonable accommodation procedures, and special housing types and landlord policies. So as you can see, it covers a full spectrum under federal housing. And having that administrative plan should be always the first thing you do, whether you are a landlord or a tenant. You need to understand these policies so you procedurally follow the required steps both under state and federal law. The administrative plan is also especially important because local rules can determine how federal rules is applied to a person's case. For example, HUD permits housing authorities to establish a local voucher extension policies. That agency's plan may explain how extensions are considered and how long they may be in regulation. These regulations go on to specify and require local policies on subjects such as waiting lists, subsidies, standards, hearings, payment standards, inspection, and family breakups. And you can find out about a lot of the additional federal rules under Title 24, 982.54. Also, let's talk about how to get the current plan. You go to your housing authority's website in most cases, do a search for administrative plan or HCV administrative plan, also known as Section 8 policies or documents. And then also, if it's not online, you can request a complete current plan in writing if you wish, but I recommend digitally, not mailed and printed out. Okay. Ask for all the amendments, attachments, payment standard schedules, and the effective date, of course. And you'd want to use that request, obviously, if there's a need. And you would also provide a complete and current housing choice voucher and Section 8 administrative plan, including the amendments, attachments, standards, schedules, subsidy standards, and policies incorporating the reference under Title 24, 982.54. The administrative plan must be available for public review, and please email the documents provided or instructions for review on obtaining copies. And the last notation here is Important distinctions that I want to make for this specific video is the administrative plan is not the same as the Housing Authority's annual plan or the 5-year PHA plan. The PHA plan is the agent's broader public planning document. The administrative plan is a detailed Section 8 operations manual used for day-to-day decisions. HUD's PHA plan and overviews can be found at HUD's Public Housing Agency plans, which I'm going to link up for you guys again. All this information, including its notes as well as legal notes, can be found in both the description and in the body of the video itself. A timely point of video, so HUD's HOTMA implementation guidance emphasizes that many housing authorities need to update their administrative plan to reflect current program requirements and any new local policy choices. This is why viewers should ask for the current version and amendments, not something the older PDF found online, which would be under HUD's notice PIH 2024 through 19. So guys, I've enjoyed making this video. The primary point was to make you aware of the administrative plan, and then second to that, it governs all rules, especially outcomes when dealing with landlords, properties, and public housing authorities. Those plans that are filed with HUD and the feds determine the fate of many cases that I deal with. And, you know, operating at 26 or better level, I've seen just about everything on the market. And if you're operating as a tenant without the actual set of rules, then you may find that you're going to have a difficult time trying to get issues resolved. That being said, guys, I've enjoyed talking whether we make videos on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, somewhere between the 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Central Standard Time mark. And we hope to see you again. Also, we do EDUs on those non-live video days, which would be Mondays, Wednesdays, and I believe Saturdays. All right, guys, enjoy your day. We'll see you again.